Tired of waiting days to onboard clients? Watch how this AI workflow develops plans in minutes. Well done, you just signed your client. Everyone's buzzing about this new deal. So what's next? We're going to book an onboarding call. We need to have this onboarding call so we can, get the details for the business. But you know how life is life. So we booked this call, about 3 days down the line, maybe a week later, and someone has to cancel. Someone's kid got sick, or someone has to go to the doctor. These things happen because life is life. So 1 week later, we're now sitting down to have this discovery call. You guys have had a chat, you've made all the notes, and now you email this over. Then it takes a few more days for everybody to be on the same page, some back and forth over email. And now we're kind of in the territory of where we're 1 week, 2 weeks into this project, and that initial buzz that everybody had is faded. So what do we do? What do we do about this situation? Let me show you the solution. Here's the solution. We've got one form, literally 2 boxes. That's all we need to fill out. So we send this form over to the client. They're going to pop their name in, and they're going to answer one question, one single question. What is the biggest priority for them for this project? Now, what will happen is this will then enter into a workflow. This workflow will follow on to that information that's been provided by this client into an AI model. And the AI model will then understand what it is that what the client's biggest task is, and it will give us some output as to what the client wants to achieve and how they can achieve it. And then this is nice and neatly packed up and then put onto Notion inside a database where all that data that the AI models created can be read. So you might be wondering, why does this work as a solution? The reason this works is because it's so quick, right? Your client, all he's done is filled in a couple of boxes, and all of a sudden all this information is ready for your team to pick up and communicate back to the client. This is a very simple example of what's achievable. It was obviously for demonstration purposes to show you what's available already with AI and how we can use it. We're just not using it completely the way it's designed to be used. Now, I know due to the simplicity of this, everyone's going to have lots of questions. So if you have any questions, please put them down below. Now, another thing that we should also think about is what kind of pains are you guys facing that we could potentially look at resolving using these workflows and AI models? Leave them down in the comments also, and let's see if we can work out a solution. See you guys on the next video.